Either you serve my husband or get out of my house. My daughter's voice didn't tremble. It cracked like a judge's gavel, final, cold, rehearsed. I looked at her, really looked. The girl I carried for 9 months. The child whose fevers I nursed through nights while her father vanished into bottles. The teenager who cried in my arms when her heart was broken. She was gone. In her place stood a stranger in borrowed pride and a man's shadow. I smiled, not out of kindness, out of clarity. Then I turned, picked up my suitcase, and walked out without a word. 7 days passed, 22 missed calls. I remember the day she brought him home. Omar, soft hands, sharper tongue, always smiling too wide, always touching too much. He'd call me Mama, offer to do the dishes, pretend to help. But I saw the flicker in his eyes when no one was looking, the kind that sizes people up like furniture. I kept quiet, watched, waited. Then came the little comments. She forgets things sometimes. Maybe don't let her handle the finances, babe. She's old-fashioned. You know how these women are. And she'd laugh, shrug, let it pass. I noticed how she stopped asking me to cook, how my bank card started mysteriously declining at grocery stores, how her eyes started avoiding mine at dinner, and I knew. Not all betrayals come with slaps or screams. Some arrive slowly, erode your place inch by inch until you're just in the way. When she shouted at me that day, he didn't even blink, just leaned back on my couch like it was his throne. He didn't say a word. He didn't have to. She'd already chosen. But they forgot something. This wasn't their house. It was mine. Bought and paid for with 40 years of broken knuckles, double shifts, and denied dreams. My name on every deed. My sweat under every tile. But I left it all behind. Not out of defeat, out of design. The next morning, I called my lawyer. 2 signatures, 1 certified envelope. The house was no longer a gift. I had never transferred the title. I was only letting them live in it. And now I wasn't. Eviction papers arrived on day 4. On day 5, the locks were changed. Day 6, the utilities cut. Day 7, I sat by the window of my new apartment, smaller, quieter, but mine, and watched my phone light up. 22 missed calls. She came that evening. No makeup, hair tied in the lazy bun I used to braid for her before school. Her voice cracked now. Why would you do this? I didn't raise my voice, didn't cry. You told me to get out of your house, I said. So I did. But we have nowhere to go. Omar has family, doesn't he? I asked. She flinched, just for a second. Then I stood, walked to the kitchen, and pulled out the envelope I'd prepared. Bank statements. The ones Omar thought I'd never find. The quiet transfers from her account to his. The money he drained while convincing her it was for investments. Proof that my daughter hadn't just lost her mother, she'd lost herself. I handed her the papers. She didn't even open them, just held them like they were burning through her skin. I watched her leave. No drama, no final words. The silence was enough. Now, I sip tea in the mornings with the sun warming my shoulders. I volunteer at the local library. The landlord offered me a job managing the building's finances after I helped him find a $12,000 accounting error. I laughed, told him I was retired from saving people who didn't listen. As for my daughter, she'll be okay, eventually, because I didn't do this to destroy her. I did it to remind her what not listening costs. Next time she chooses who to trust, she'll remember the woman who walked out with nothing but a suitcase and left with everything.